When you're buying or selling a home, there's this one number, this one single number that can literally make or break the entire deal. And nope, it's not the asking price, it's the appraised value. So in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and demystify what that number on the page really means and why it holds so much power.
Okay, so picture this. You've spent months searching, and you finally found it. The perfect place. I mean, it's got the kitchen, the yard, the whole shebang. You and the seller even agree on a price. But is that what the property is actually worth? That's the million-dollar question. And sometimes, I mean that literally.
So the answer isn't based on how much you love the place or some tough negotiation. No, it comes from a formal, totally objective process called a real estate appraisal. This is the official, impartial assessment that just cuts through all the noise to figure out a home's true market value.
Let's really dig into these keywords because they are super important. Professional means it's done by a state-licensed expert who knows their stuff. Unbiased is huge. It means they have absolutely no skin in the game. They don't care if the deal closes or falls apart. Their one and only job is to determine the fair market value, basically the price the home would probably sell for right now, today, on the open market.
So how in the world do they land on that number? Well, it's definitely not guesswork. Appraisers are kind of like financial detectives. They have this methodical playbook they follow to uncover a property's value, and it's all based on cold, hard evidence. Let's take a look at how they do it.
The whole thing usually breaks down into 4 key stages. First up, the visual inspection. The appraiser actually goes to the property to see it with their own eyes, checking out its condition, its size, all its features. Next, they dive deep into researching comps. That's just short for comparable properties. They're looking at what similar homes right there in the neighborhood have sold for recently. Then they zoom out and analyze the bigger market picture. What are the local trends? What's the economy doing? And finally, all of this data gets cooked down into a super detailed final report that lays out their official evaluation.
So what specific clues are they looking for during that process? I'll tell you, it goes way beyond just the square footage. They're looking at the home's overall condition, the quality of the construction, any upgrades that have been made. Location, of course, is a massive factor. So are things like the layout and any special amenities. And the really crucial part, all of this gets weighed against what the real estate market is doing right now.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the how. But why? Why does this one number carry so much weight? Because believe me, it is so much more than a price tag. It's the financial bedrock of the entire deal, and it matters to everyone involved.
For the bank that's lending the money, the appraisal is their ultimate safety net. See, the house itself is the collateral for the loan. So the appraisal confirms that if, worst case scenario, the buyer stops paying, the bank can sell the house and get their money back. It is their #1 tool for managing risk.
And for you, it's all about confidence. If you're the buyer, the appraisal is your proof that you aren't overpaying. If you're the seller, it helps you land on a realistic price that's going to attract buyers and won't cause problems with the bank later on. Really, it protects everybody from a bad deal. And hey, this isn't just for when you're buying or selling a place. If you're already a homeowner and you're thinking about refinancing your mortgage, guess what? The lender's going to want a new appraisal. They need to verify that your home's value today is high enough to back up the new loan you're asking for.
And believe it or not, the appraisal's influence doesn't even stop there. This official valuation is also a key document for things like setting your property taxes, planning an estate, dividing up assets in a divorce, and it can even be used as evidence in court. It's a really versatile and powerful financial tool.
Now let's talk about something that trips up a ton of people in real estate. We have got to clear this up. An appraisal and a home inspection. They are 2 totally different things, and they serve 2 completely different purposes.
Here's the easiest way to think about it. An appraisal assesses value. It answers the question, what is this property worth in dollars and cents? An inspection, on the other hand, assesses condition. It answers the question, what's wrong with this place? One is all about the money. The other is about the physical stuff, the roof, the plumbing, the foundation.
So if you're going to remember just one thing from all this, let it be this. An appraisal isn't about feelings. It's not about potential. It's not about what you hope a house is worth. It is a data-driven, professional opinion of value that acts as the financial foundation for one of the biggest purchases of your life.
And that kind of brings us to a final thought. The appraisal report, it gives you the official price, right? The monetary value based on facts and figures. But of course, the true worth of a place, to you, Well, that's something no report on Earth can ever calculate. What is it that really makes a house a home? That's a question only you can answer.